Hello and welcome back to Growing Family Garden. If you've got a garden or an allotment, these are the jobs you really don't want to miss out in mid-April. This week in the garden, spring is well underway. Everything's starting to wake up and there's absolutely no shortage of jobs to be getting on with. Our first job this week, we needed to get into the homemade compost. Now this pile's had fresh material added as recently as early February, so it's definitely not what you would call finished compost, but that doesn't mean that it's not useful. Actually, it's perfect for bulking out our tubs and pots and also topping up raised beds, especially ones like ours that we made last year. So that's exactly what we're going to use it for today. Mid-April for me means one thing. It's time to plant up my second batch of early potatoes. I grew these in 30-litre tubs and the mix is nice and simple. The bottom third filled with a 50-50 mix of multi-purpose compost and our own homemade compost. Then 2 seed potatoes per tub and then fill the rest up with homemade compost, leaving just an inch or two at the top. Once the lawn starts growing properly again, I'll also add a layer of grass clippings over the top as a mulch. From around mid-June onwards, we'll probably be eating a bucket a week, and the beauty of this method is that every time a tub becomes free, I just repeat the process. This way we can really extend the growing season, and this year I'm even thinking about trialling potatoes right through winter. So here's a question for you. Are you growing potatoes in the ground this year, or are you just going to try them in pots like this? With the rest of the compost, it felt like a really good time to start planning a bit of colour in the garden. First up, a very special window box. We made sure there was plenty of drainage holes in the bottom and gave it a bit of a test to make sure it was nice and secure before filling it up. Our little helper chose the plants this time: begonias, marigolds and petunias. A really lovely mix, bright, easy colour. She helped plant them and of course made sure they got a good watering afterwards. Sticking with flowers, this year we're also growing some dahlias in pots. The plan is to keep them nice and mobile so we can move them around the garden as things develop. By planting them up now, we can get them started off in a greenhouse, and then by mid-May, when we're properly frost-free, they'll be ready to head outside and really get going. Our last big job for the day, planting up a raspberry patch. We actually built this raised bed last year, but never quite decided what to do with it. So now is the time. I'd already healed these raspberry canes in the veg plot about a month ago, just to make sure we didn't miss the planting window, and they've already started putting on fresh growth. So it was really important to get them moved into their final position before they got too stressed. Once planted, it was time to think about protection. We cut some poles into 2-foot lengths, knocked them into the ground at both ends and one in the middle. We then reused some blue water pipe we had laying around to create a simple frame. Over the next few weeks, I'll get this all netted up. Then it was onto the veg plot for a bit of maintenance. A quick hoe between the rows and any unused ground just to keep those weeds in check. When I planted this area, I used the length of skirting board to separate the rows. This means now I can get in between them with my tools without worrying about damaging the crops. And finally, the peas. They're coming along really nicely now, but they do need a bit more support. So I've added some extra twine quite closely together just to give them something to grab onto as they start climbing. Over the next few weeks, I'll build this structure up as they really take off. So that's where we are this week. Plenty done and plenty more still to come. In our next video, we're going to take you on a full garden tour, just like we did last year, so you can really see how far everything's come as we keep shaping it around our growing family. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Finally, drop us a comment below and tell us what you've been getting up to this spring. It really gives me some fresh ideas. And, as always, see you later.
See you later.